Every day as we go about our routines, we drive past clusters of tents and makeshift shelters, America's tent cities, often without a second thought. These encampments line the edges of our cities, tucked under overpasses, scattered in parks, and hidden in plain sight, frequently ignored or misunderstood by those passing by. It's easy to avert our eyes, to see only a problem, not the people living within these fragile walls. But inside these encampments are mothers, fathers, veterans, artists, our fellow Americans, each carrying a unique story, dreams, and struggles. This isn't just about statistics or numbers, it's about humanity, resilience, and hope. We'll walk through these communities together, listening with open minds and open hearts, not judging or turning away. We'll witness daily routines, quiet struggles, and moments of kindness and generosity that rarely make headlines or news stories. Imagine waking up to the sound of traffic, your front door just a zipper, your walls made of thin fabric exposed to the elements. For many, this is their daily reality, a constant fight for safety, food, shelter, and dignity in a world that often looks away. Yet even here, community emerges. People share what little they have, look out for each other, and create order amid chaos. Our journey of understanding begins now. We'll visit some of the largest encampments in the U.S., meeting residents and those working tirelessly to help and support them. The goal isn't to shock or pity, but to truly see, listen, and understand the lives behind the tents. Only through understanding and empathy can we begin to find real, compassionate solutions that make a difference. This is the America just beyond our sidewalks. An America that exists right next to us, one we can no longer afford to ignore. These stories challenge us to look closer, to question our assumptions, and to care more deeply. They ask us to see the people, not just the tents or the statistics. Because real change starts with understanding, and understanding begins with seeing each other's humanity. Let's step beyond the sidewalks together. The journey starts here, and it starts with us. Our first stop is Los Angeles, a city of dreams where the sun rises over palm trees and skyscrapers, promising endless possibilities. But for thousands of people, it's not just a city of opportunity, but a place of daily survival and struggle. Near Echo Park Lake, a tent city once stood, its residents waking to the sounds of traffic, sirens, and the ongoing struggle for basic needs like food and safety. David, a former construction worker, sweeps around his tent each morning, finding dignity and a sense of purpose in small routines that help him feel human. He shares coffee with a neighbor, a student using public Wi-Fi to finish her degree, both finding comfort in simple acts of connection. These acts of normalcy, sharing a meal, a conversation, or a laugh, anchor lives in uncertainty and remind them of their humanity. Residents head out early, some to recycling centers to earn a few dollars, others to line up for a rare, much-needed shower. For a few minutes, warm water offers relief, comfort, and a fleeting sense of normalcy and humanity. By mid-morning, the camp is alive with movement, people seeking food, work, or simply a moment of peace amid the chaos. Every person has a routine, a strategy for getting through the day, holding on to hope for something better. Life here is lived on the edge, but resilience and determination shine through every face. Even in hardship, hope persists, lighting the way for a new day in the City of Angels. In the heart of Phoenix, Arizona, we meet Maria, a resilient grandmother whose tent is lovingly decorated with bright plastic flowers and a cherished photo of her grandchildren, a small reminder of the family she longs to be with. Maria lost her home after her husband's passing and the crushing weight of mounting medical bills, a fate that could befall anyone facing unexpected tragedy. "I never thought this would be me," she confides. Yet she finds purpose by organizing a shared pantry and looking after her neighbors, ensuring no one goes hungry in their small community. Maria has become the camp's matriarch, offering comfort, support, and a sense of dignity to those around her, always ready with a kind word or a helping hand. Her greatest worry is for the young people she sees losing hope, their futures uncertain and dreams put on hold. Nearby, James, a veteran living with PTSD, shares his tent with his loyal dog, Buddy, who never leaves his side. James struggles with the painful irony of having served his country only to feel invisible and forgotten at home, lost in the shuffle of a system that failed him. Buddy gives him purpose and companionship. James often feeds his dog before himself, finding comfort in their unbreakable bond. Their connection is a powerful reminder of the deep need for love and belonging, even in the harshest circumstances. The stories of Maria and James echo those of thousands more, people who have been failed by broken systems, not by their own choices or character. They are not just homeless. They are people who have lost their homes, their stability, and sometimes their sense of belonging. Yet their resilience is a quiet act of defiance, a daily refusal to give up hope or dignity in the face of adversity. Each day they build a sense of community from hardship, sharing meals, laughter, and stories that bind them together. Their stories demand to be heard, reminding us that every person here has a voice and a history worth listening to. They remind us, homelessness has a human face, and behind every face is a story of courage, loss, and hope. Tent cities aren't just random clusters. They're self-organizing communities. Informal leaders emerge, mediating disputes and distributing donations. Residents create order, pathways, quiet zones, shared spaces for meals. Roles develop naturally. A mechanic fixes bikes, a medic treats minor injuries, Maria manages the pantry. These systems reflect a desire for dignity and normalcy. Conflict exists. Resources are scarce, stress is high, but collaboration prevails. Neighbors share food, watch over each other's tents, and offer support. The shared struggle for survival fosters solidarity. In these forgotten corners, people build more than shelters. They build community. Their cooperation is a testament to human resilience. Even in adversity, people find ways to care for one another. Why have tent cities grown so large in America? The biggest reason, a severe shortage of affordable housing. Wages have stagnated while rents soar. One crisis can push someone onto the street. Many are underemployed, working jobs that don't pay enough for housing. Broken mental health and addiction support systems leave vulnerable people without help. Veterans face unique hurdles, often returning to civilian life without adequate support. Criminalizing poverty, laws against sleeping in public or panhandling, only deepens the crisis. These are not personal failings, but systemic ones. Tent cities are the last resort for those failed by our economy, healthcare, and housing systems. The roots of this crisis run deep and affect us all. Amid despair, there are beacons of hope. Outreach workers, volunteers, and nonprofits. They offer food, water, medical care, and most importantly, human connection. Churches, student groups, and local organizations provide meals, hygiene kits, and mobile showers. Street medicine teams treat illnesses right on the sidewalk. Some cities try safe sleeping sites, organized encampments with basic services and case management. Others invest in housing first, moving people into permanent homes with support. The work is hard, funding is tight, and progress is slow. Yet, these helpers persist, driven by empathy and belief in every person's worth. They celebrate small victories, an ID, a job, a new apartment key. Their efforts remind us change is possible, one person at a time. Hope survives, even in the hardest places. Life in a tent city is a full-time job, survival. Each day starts with securing belongings, then searching for food and water. Miss a meal service, and you might go hungry for hours. Water must be carried long distances. Restrooms are scarce and often unsanitary. Weather dictates everything. Heat, cold, rain bring new dangers. There's no shelter from the elements, only resourcefulness and luck. The emotional toll is immense. Constant stress, lack of sleep, and feeling invisible. Boredom and despair are ever present. There's no true rest, only vigilance. This exhausting grind is hidden behind the tents we pass by. It's a life of constant effort just to survive. Yet, people endure day after day. Tent cities aren't just a West Coast issue, they're everywhere. In Denver, encampments are swept away, only to reappear elsewhere. Seattle's crisis persists despite millions spent on services. Austin's public camping ban makes life harder for the unhoused. In the Northeast and Midwest, harsh winters push people into hidden shelters. The faces and places change, but the struggles are the same. This is a national crisis, not a local failure. The causes, housing, wages, broken safety nets, are everywhere. Compassionate solutions work better than criminalization and displacement. Tent cities are a stark reminder. We're failing to provide the basic right to housing. We've seen the struggles and the moments of grace in America's tent cities. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but we can't look away. These are our neighbors, our responsibility. The path forward begins with compassion. See the humanity behind the tents. Acknowledge those living there. Learn about the real causes of homelessness, systemic, not personal. Support local organizations and accurate storytelling. Volunteer, donate, or advocate for effective policies, affordable housing, mental health care, housing first. Stand against laws that criminalize poverty. This journey ends with a choice. Accept the status quo or choose compassion. We can be a better, more just community. The people in these tents aren't asking for miracles, just a chance. A chance for safety, dignity, and a place to call home. Let's help them find it. Change starts with us.